crab. Oh.
Mate, if you don't get smacked, change the board.
No. Yeah. Oh. Jack. This drag's pretty much locked. Yeah, nice one, man. Probably the same size as yours, I'd say. Thanks, man.
Last thing you want is to break your braid.
Oh, and that drag was tight too, eh?
You knew it, man.
Yeah, it looked good, eh?
Oh, it was too perfect in there.
Yeah. All right. Bit of a grind for me this morning. Jono's whacked a barra, a couple of jacks. I'm either getting snagged in trees or braids parting or something like that, but that's my first jack of the morning. I'd say late 30s, very, very early 40s. We found a bit of a pattern here, sort of sitting on the, or fishing the sides where the sun's hitting the bank. Obviously the water's warmer there, but there's some good zones coming in, so we'll let this guy go. Well, what we're actually doing first is we're putting them all into the live well to see what we have at the end of the day, and we'll go from there. But that is a nice jack. So we'll take the hooks out and we'll throw them in the live well. It's turning around slowly. All right, there he is there, and we'll put him in the live well with the grunter. Turn the water on for him. In he goes. Finally, eh? What's that? And he hit that mid-water, eh? Just on the wind. Pretty cool.
Kind of like half got it.
What do you mean?
Like half got the heat.
You did?
Yeah, because I seen him come out.
Oh, right, yeah.
Behind the mangroves.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I've seen him like fly out.
Yeah, he wasn't mucking around, eh? And that's sometimes an issue too, you know, when there's so much bait, the fish are so honed in on that piece of bait that, yeah.
Again, if you involve the thing on their head.
Oh, 100%. They're not going to not eat it, but the thing is they're not going to go out of their way to eat anything else. Oh yeah, good zone. Some big mullet here, eh? Huge. Yep, Jack. Oh, God. Yep. Nice, that's a good one.
Nice work, bro.
Thanks, man. That's a good one, eh? That's a good jack.
40, 45?
Yeah, I'd say so, eh? I don't know about the net. Oh, he's out. Yeah, good. What a morning. I've had the worst luck today. Braid snapping, constantly just casting in a tree, just can't figure out a pattern. It's just one of those days. But I switched to a hard body. I'm not really one to throw hard bodies, especially for jacks. I love the plastic, but I thought I'd give it a go just to try something different. And I've been rewarded with an absolute chunk. That's on the Bihirara there, and he has come out from a sunken snag. Twitch, twitch, pause, twitch, twitch, pause, and he's absolutely come out and crunched it. Just a tip for you guys, if you guys are fishing in creeks and you find a sunken snag that even at low tide has water on it, hit it, because 99.9% of the time there'll be a jack on it. They like those types of structure that are constantly underwater. But that's him there. Nice fish. Once again, we'll take the hooks out, we'll throw them in the live well, and we'll see how many we have at the end of the day. Alright, what we'll do is we'll just give him a quick measure. 40, 42. Nice jack. In he goes. That was sick. Well, as soon as we found more snags, it was like it was on, you know? That was on the paws too, eh? He can crush that lure. I thought he was bigger than 42, eh? All right, day is over. Bit of a short day today, but we're gonna let all these jacks go. We've got Jono in there in the live well, trying to get him out. It's number one. It's a nice fish, mate. Yeah. Have you done this before?
Back in Nam.
You can see it's working really, really, really well. Here, mate, let me try.
There you go.
Did you get him?
No.
Why not?
Oh, right.
Oh, look at the size of that bad boy. It's gone. One more. Got him. Probably the smallest of the day, actually. We'll let him go too. Alright guys, I hope you loved that video. I had an absolute ball with Jono fishing for some jacks. Deep into some new structure and new systems that we found. Sometimes it's good to just take a step back, you know, jump on the Google Earth, jump on, you know, whatever you use to find new territory and take your time, look through it, find some new territory. And sometimes you'll be rewarded, sometimes you won't, sometimes you won't. And that's fishing. And I mean, we were lucky enough to be rewarded with the jacks. We got, you know, 3 nice jacks, missed a couple more, 2 tiny barra that weren't even worth putting on film, but that's fishing. I definitely will be back. It has potential to be amazing, and I think it has potential to pull some big fish out of there too. But as promised, I ran a little bit of a poll on my Instagram. I asked you guys if you wanted to see my top 5 mangrove jack lures or my top 5 tips on chasing jacks, and the lures won. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a bit of a breakdown on my top 5 favourite mangrove jack lures. Bear in mind, each lure has its time and place, but this is what I like to use when I'm chasing them. So, firstly, you guys know this has to be on the list. I'm a mad fan of these lures. I am a bit of a plastic fanatic. These lures for me, the body roll, the vibration of the tail, everything about them is just unbelievable. It's going to be the 4-inch Norries, the 5-inch Norries. These lures are unbelievable for jacks. I find they have a really nice body roll when you slow roll them. Good thing about them too, being so soft, you don't need much movement for the tail to obviously kick and move. So I find a slow roll with these works excellent on jacks. Even, you know, fishing them weedless, tossing them right deep into the snags, helping them out, works awesome. Secondly, again, you would have seen a video, I did a video on these lures a little while ago, again, exploring new territory. Jono and I hit a section up north from where I live, and we pumped the jacks, all on these 3.5 and 4-inch belts. I guess what I like with these lures compared to, say, the Norries, they have a really nice profile, and the tails, again, super soft, but I like fishing these, hopping them along the bottom. So the Norries I use for slow rolling, but these I'll throw out, I'll let them hit the bottom, and a couple quick hops, and I'll let them bounce up, and then I'll hit it down again, bounce up, hit it down again. I just find with these, just works really nicely, and being such a deep bodied plastic as well, you're on a nice big weedless hook and she runs absolutely perfectly. Now, I'm not a massive hard body fan when it comes to chasing jacks. Like I said, I love my plastics, but hard bodies have their time and place, and as you can see in that video, I got 1 jack on a plastic, again, the 4-inch belt, but after that I couldn't get another bite, so I decided to do something a little bit different and pull out a hard body. And the way I fished this lure was, threw it out, twitch, pause, let it sit, twitch, pause, let it sit, and a jack came out, absolutely pumped me. Now the lure is that guy right there. That lure is the B-Hirara, so it's spelled B-Hirara. This lure is probably one of the most underrated lures on the market when it comes to jacks and even barra as well. The guy Paul Lake that you would have seen the video before this video, he was throwing a white one around like these, and he loves it because he said it imitates, you know, a herring or a mullet, and he banged a 65cm barra, and he's banged even bigger barra on them as well. But I love them for jacks, and the reason being is, 1, they're quite buoyant, so they're a floater, and 2, when you throw them over a snag, you can actually wind them down, feel the bib hit a snag. You can actually pause and it will suspend or float up, should I say, and you can then twitch it over the snag. So for a hard body, 6 hooks points, pretty good at not getting snagged. So I really rate this lure. I can't get enough of it, really. Fourth lure on the list. Something I want to get a bit more into is vibing. I love, you know, chasing fish in deeper structure and sanding the fish up and, you know, working your lure towards the structure that you found on the sounder. It's something pretty special, actually. And the fourth lure is the Western Bony Brim Vibe. I love this lure. I absolutely froth on it. It's caught me from coral trout, mangrove jack, barramundi, everything. But the reason why I love this for jacks is sometimes when you're driving up a creek, you know, I can't stress enough, watch your sounder, because you'll just go over a sunken tree or a sunken snag or something that, you know, a big tide's washed up, and, you know, it won't happen every time, but a lot of the times if you stop, send a lure down on it, like a vibe, and you hop next to the stick, you will get a jack or a barra off it. And I've caught some cracking jacks, again, finding sunken timber, going back on it, anchor locking just upstream of it, casting my lure into the snake and hopping it out. Very effective way to chase jacks. And I find, you know, on the super hot days when the water temperature is right up around the 26, 27, 28 degree mark, I'll try and go a bit deeper for my jacks, and that's where I seem to find them. Fifth, last lure. Anyone who chases mangrove jacks will tell you how awesome they are at chasing them on surface. There's something special about a jack screaming out of the mangroves to just bomb a surface lure. It's, if you haven't tried it, I suggest go out, grab yourself a surface lure and do it, because it's unbelievable fun. The aggression, and you know what, 99.9% of the time, a jack doesn't even hit your lure because it's hungry. It hits it because it's aggressive, and it's telling that lure to get out of its territory. But last lure is called the Mimic's Grasshopper, and as you can see there, the detail is absolutely unbelievable. It's got two little antennas. You can see the legs there as well. Just such an awesome lure. Quite a light lure, but it does cast exceptionally well, and I've caught some cracking jacks on this. In this, you know, in the days where the mornings are quite warm, I find the jack will push up into the shallows, and that's where these will come into play. Big long casts along your mangrove lines or deep into the mangroves, pop it out, and there's no real way on how to work them. Jacks will hit anything that really comes by them. It's just the kind of fish they are. They're just that aggressive. So I found pop, stop works. I've found a constant retrieve works. Just depends on the day. Just throw it out, wind it, and just try. Because a jack there will hit it, but just see what they're feeding on. Oh, it just depends. But every retrieve will work. So guys, these are my 5 top mangrove jack lures, and I find, or I reckon they are a must in any mad keen jack angler's tackle box. 3.5 or 4 inch belt. I've got the B Hirara, 4 and 5 inch Norries, Western Bony the Brim Vibe, and the Mimic's Grasshopper. Once again guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you liked the video, and I hope you liked my top 5 favourite jack lures. But once again, thank you again. I appreciate the heck out of you guys. Please like, please subscribe, do all that good stuff, and I will catch you next time. Out.